Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. So a classic Milan derby in Champions League played the very first leg, and Inter Milan crushed AC in a very first leg, and I expected this results a lot, because when I trying to make the prediction video the other day, when I look at the situation at Inter Milan and situation at AC Milan, there are a lot of different things, because Inter Milan is a more of the team, AC Milan is more of the team who is relying on the basically relying on Rafael Leao. That is where we can see today, because without Leao, it's like AC Milan is just nothing. All right, AC Milan have great player like Theo Hernandez, like Giroud. They have a multiple different brilliant player. Player like Tonali. Tonali has been absolutely fantastic today. He runs the MIPI. He might concede a little bit of a goal because he trying to stop catching Mikita Henry Mkhitaryan, and they concede a goal. But overall performance, I really liked to watch Tonali playing against Inter Milan. His displays were really grateful. That's why I think in Milan they have great players, but they are too reliant on Rafael Leao. So when you look at the AC Milan side as a left hand side, the sales maker couldn't do anything, couldn't do any threat. Inter Milan defense has been handling pretty good, but they couldn't do in like Brahim Diaz, Bananka, they couldn't do any threat to the Inter Milan defense. So when Oliver Giroud came off from the bench, he showed one of the dangerous performance to Inter Milan defensive. And then we can see that if it is what a Rafael Leao, Inter Milan defense gonna be get cooked. Not because of disrespecting Inter Milan defense, but because of Rafael Leao's ability on the ball and dribbling, and ability to finish the chances, ability to control and pass, at least three players. So that's why I think Rafael Leao is a huge loss for AC Milan. Without Leao, AC Milan is just it's like another average team. They conceded 2 goals in the very first 11 minutes. Think about it. I expected more of the spicy. I expected more of the more entertaining games. Absolutely, to be honest, I think we enjoying this game, because it's not like too much boring between these two teams, because they play pretty way better. Because they are not the kind of team who keep like a 60%, 70% of the ball, and they are not the kind of team who too much relying on a counter attacking. They both have a different unique quality and the different strategy, but they are not that so much different. In Italian clubs doesn't care about how much they control the game. Italian clubs always they all care about how they could do effectively on the game. That is what they care. That is what Inter Milan showed the AC Milan. That's why I think AC Milan did a great job, but Inter Milan has been better. That's why they scored 2 goals, and there wasn't like a home or another away games between these two teams, because they play at the San Siro. So that is why, in my opinion, I think Inter Milan is going through to the Champions League final, because they deserve it. The way they show against Milan is absolutely outstanding. For me, I have 3 favorite players from the Inter Milan, like Lautaro Martinez, especially today. He is not the same from the Argentina. When he plays for Argentina national teams, when you look at the Lautaro Martinez performances, he's not that good. But when you watch today's games, even if you don't watch the whole season or number Inter Milan games, you can clearly see how good Lautaro Martinez is. You can clearly see how good this guy have a lot of potential to become one of the best strikers in Europe. He can hold it, he can play the hold it, he can contribute, and he can play like I'm gonna say he can contribute with the team's member. That's why what I'm saying. I love to have Lautaro Martinez at Manchester United because he's really really great signing. He will be great signing, but there's no way it's gonna happen, right? So another one is Nicolo Barella. I've loved this guy. I love this guy. Okay, the war rate he produced, the performance he showed is absolutely outstanding. Okay, when you see Inter Milan is trying to attack, there is Nicolo Barella. When you trying to make an attack in a midfielder zone against Milan player, there is a Nicolo Barella. Okay, so when you trying to defense, because AC Milan is threatening your goal, there is a Nicolo Varela. Everywhere, Nicolo Varela is everywhere on the pitch. He's been on the attack. He's been on the midfield. He's been on the defense. He's been everywhere. Okay, his wall rate, his physique. A lot of things happening in a good way from the Nicolo Varela and Inter Milan side. And then another one is the centre back. Bastoni. I love Bastoni. This guy is a tall. Not that not that good physique, but he is strong, and then he know how to predict. Okay, he know how to read the games. He know how to try to stop. Okay, the thing that is coming from the opposition teams, like he can predict it to try to stop the ball from the opposition player. That is what he is good at. He can hit the long passing ranges. So basically, Inter Milan have a brilliant players, and they are way better than Milan as a team, because Milan is too reliant on Rafael Leao. Inter Milan have a Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez, Jago, so they have a many choice, and in midfield they even have a Brozovic, so in a defense like a Divric, they have a really great player and compounding between them. So that's why I think Inter Milan is a way better than AC Milan, especially when there is no Rafael Leao in AC Milan teams. So we have to wait and see what's gonna happen in the second leg. It's not like the other matches because they don't have a home and away games. They're gonna play San Siro, which is where they had 20 minutes ago. That's why, in my opinion, I think Inter Milan is going to through to the next Champions League final. I don't think Milan have a good chance to compete or to make a comeback, because they need Rafael Leao. Even the Rafael Leao is coming back, it's probably going to be very difficult situation to deal with, and it is going to be a huge difficult for Milan and Rafael Leao to score 2 goals back against Inter Milan. That's why I think Inter Milan is gonna get through, but we have to wait and see what's gonna happen. So make sure in the comment below, what do you think, or which team do you think will reach to the UCL final? Make sure in the comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.